G'day, legends. How are we? I'm just going to tag everyone in. Give me a couple of seconds, guys. This is going to be a long break. Appreciate everyone's appreciate everyone pretty much. I'm trying to find the right words. I know it's taken its time. Try to give you guys a case break because a lot of people always ask for one. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to work. That's all right. We live and learn. I think that's it. Dwayne, how are you, bloody legend? Thanks for jumping on those minis, mate. I really do appreciate it. I can't fit the box on my table, but I will quickly do a... Hopefully it doesn't ruin the shot. Here is League Heroes 27. It's a case. Let's bring it back up there. Looks good. Looks good. I'll start opening it. We've all been waiting for it. I know some of you have been in other breaks. But here we go. Box number 1, 36. Packs, 9 cards in each. Nah, no case cards in this one. No case cards in this one. Yeah, good luck, that's right. Good luck to everyone. Let's jump on. It's going to be a long night. People will jump in and out. If you don't see me sleeving, it's going to be pretty much because there's so many packs to get through. Box number 1, empty. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. First card, Penrith Panthers. We got Brian To'o. I might bring up my... I've got to work what these cards are. That's a colours die cut one. Brian To'o for the Penny Panthers and Fletcher Sharp. I don't need this one. I don't want to open that up. Oh, what the? Oh. It's going to want me to sign in. It's all right. It's Fletcher Sharp for the Knights. Oh, the packaging. Oh, I can't wait. That's what we do this for anyway. League heads, Sebastian Chris for the Raiders. And we've got Lindsay Smith, Panthers. Let me just quickly do this. my computer. I haven't been on my computer since LA, and now it's bloody log in. I want this. Sorry, guys. Got home from a show and it started getting everything ready to get on the break. So that should work there now. Oh. In my bin. All right. Gladiators for the Tigers. 134 of 599. That's our first numbered. And Jack Bostock for the Dolphins. Oh, they're luminous, those orange ones. But let's double check. None of these are numbered. Are the luminous the ones that you got to peel? Yeah, the luminous are the ones that you got to peel. Gladiators, we'll put that one up. Gladiators are going to Crown. Shut up, Sean. I've had a busy day, like you, my friend. Yeah, same, mate. Thanks for jumping on and getting some of those boxes and that, mate. Appreciate your support. Always have. Always will. Game breakers. There you go, Chris. Shibasaki for the Broncos. That's nice. And Nawufo White. Luminous. Philip Sami, Gold Coast Titans. I think it's a die cut. They are nice, the die cuts. And Tegan Berry, Luminous. Let me double check. They're not numbered. No, I've got to double check. New series, new everything. So we've got to double check everything. We don't want people missing out. Well, you'll get your cards anyway. We like to show off. Bang! Jermaine Sacco for the Dolphins. That going to Matt. That is sick. I'm putting that up there. I like that bang. And Junior Paulo, Luminous. With the amount of boxes we're opening, guys, that wall is going to keep changing. League heads. Tom Gilbert for the Dolphins. And Bradman Best, Luminous. Game breakers. Patricia Malepo for the Warriors. Not numbered. And Sam Verrills, Luminous. Yeah, these Luminous cards look really nice, hey? No other way open there. Bloody strong pads. League heads again. We've got Fanua Blake for the Sharks. Not numbered. And Braden Trindle, Luminous. Bang, we've got Lehigh Hopewadi for Manly. And Connor Watson, Luminous. Come on, let's... Game Breakers, Jalen DeGroot for the Titans. There you go, Dwayne. I really like these ones, the acetates. And Kira Dib Luminous. Oh, guys, you're going to be happy with these. The quality is, if this is based on traders, these are amazing in hand. If you don't have your cards yet, these are amazing in hand. Triumph for the Titans. Khan Pereira. There you go. Cards are falling down everywhere. Khan Pereira for Dwayne. We'll put that one up. And we've got Tyron Wishart. I know we want the gold, but let's celebrate the red. League Heroes, Kyle Flanagan and Alex Twal. What a player Alex Twal is. Die cut, Ryan Pappenhausen. I'm not going to see many of him now that he's retired. And Jason Tomalolo in the Luminous. Come on, open up. I do have a few hobbies. Yes, I'm gonna do. I will be getting the hobbies up soon, but we're gonna do them mixed. Matt Burton, Game Breakers, and Bo Former for the Titans or Firma. I'm constantly getting, and I'm constantly buying them, but I'm not. I can't get them in cases. That's the only disappointment. And the way that the case break went, I probably wouldn't even have done the hobby because it's a lot more expensive than these retails are. League Heroes, Adam Dewey for the Tigers, and Latrell Mitchell. Luminous. Cameron Munster, bang, for the Storm Titans. Tom Trebojevic, Luminous. We're only on box one and hitting the last card of the half of the pile. Isaiah Yongi for the Eels. Craig will be happy with that. The acetate. And Xavier Willison for the Broncos. Even just the base. Look at the cool how the base cards look. Second half of box one, guys. Another bang. Mitchell Moses for the Eels. And KO Wicks, Luminous. James Fisher-Harris, League Heads. And Stefano Otikamanu for the Storm. Still has Payne Haas, not Hakeem Haas on the cards. Probably next year. Another triumph, but for the Dolphins. In the red, Dolphins going to Matt. And Jack Williams. Let's put the Dolphins up. I'm hoping to get a black diamond for Jaden Campbell, Titans, in this break. Oh, sorry. Wrong break. Sorry, Dwayne. I still got Elite, guys. I still got Elite boxes. We will be breaking Elite still as well. Ali Liotta for the Warriors in the bang. These cards are amazing. Tyrell May in the Luminous. Game Breakers, Jai Gray. Are they calling them acetate? I know that they are the acetate cards. Tiana Penatini Gray. Not Tiana Penatini anymore. It's Penatini Gray for the Sharks. League Heads. Payne Haas for the Broncos. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Luminous. Come on. For the Sharks, die cut, Braden Trindle and Connor Tracy Luminous. League Heads, Tom Dearden, Cowboys, and Moses Suli Luminous for the Dragons. And you can already see with the things that we've talked about from last year's Elite to now, like the spread of teams is amazing. League Heads, Angus Crichton for the Roosters, Sean Kepi in the Luminous for the Bunnies. Bang, we got Savilio Tamale and Jack Trebojevic. There you go. There's a hit for you, mate. There is a Tom one in there, Luminous as well. We're only on box one, so we hopefully get a lot more hits. We got Lachlan Galvin for the Dogs and Kamika. I can't. Is that how you say his name again? Kamika, yeah, for the Storm. Game Breakers. We've got Nita Maynard Perrin for the Dragons and Blake Brayley for the Sharks. Few more packs to go. Box 1 of 12. There is a gold behind there. What? Oh, that'll be probably Luminous, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys, got excited there. Zach Labert for the Cowboys. Oh, that's a numbered one. 249 of 450. Which one's that? That looks like Mercury. The Cowboys. Who's got the Cowboys? Where are we? Chris Shepherd got that one. And Aris Tavita in the Luminous. Numbered card will go up there. The more breaks we do, the better I get of knowing the cards. League Heads, Campbell Graham, wrong pole, for the Souths, and Murray Talagi for Cowboys. I'm just making sure my video is good. Die cut, Jackson Purdue for the Cowboys. Just double check it's not numbered. And Luke Luoli for the Tigers in Luminous. 3 packs of box 1 to go. Dylan Lucas, Game Breakers for the Knights, and Brian To'o Luminous. I think we started off with a Brian. We started with a die cut Brian To'o. Mitch Kenny for the Panthers. League heads. Mate, we've only started. This is box number 1, Matt. Not much. Like, we've had a few numbered cards, but yeah, nothing too great to celebrate 100% yet. And we've got Sahara, Tamara, Luminous. Final pack of box number 1. Game Breakers, Isaac Tago for the Panthers. And Dylan Walker for the Eels. That's box number 1, guys. Let me put these cards away. Box number 1. Box number 2. Easy box. Let's go box number 2. Let's go. 11 boxes to go. That's right. Connor Watson, league heads, and Latu Fainu in those Luminous. James Tedesco, Game Breakers for the Roosters. And Luke Brooks, Luminous. Gladiators for the Storm. There you go. Cameron Munster. Storm going to Craig Johnston. 23 of 599. And Wade Egan, Luminous. Munster can go up there. It's not a bad Gladiator. Reece Walsh, Game Breakers. And Tom Gilbert for the Dolphins. League heads, Jack Williams for the Eels. And Mark Nakawakawase, Luminous. Die cut. Damien Cook, St. George Illawarra Dragons. And Jacob Saifidi for Newcastle. We've got Connor Watson for the Roosters. And Carl Lawton, Luminous, Cowboys. Jack Whiten, League Heroes, Souths. And Appy Nichols, Warriors. It's a Mercury. For the Roosters, we've got Daniel Tupu. 167 of 450. And another Daniel Tupu. Select, you're doing so great. Bloody got back to back. League head, sorry. Murray Talagi for the Cowboys and Funawake for the Dolphins. Come on. Dylan Egan, Game Breakers, and Greg Marju for the Knights. Got a bang. James Tomalolo for the Cowboys and Joseph Tarpany Luminous. I need bigger cards. Come on. League heads. Moses Suli for the Dragons and Isaiah Kotoa Luminous. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, League Heads Warriors, and Billy Walters Luminous. Jaden Campbell, Game Breakers for the Titans, and Jamie Humphries for South. Oh, what happened there? Xavier Wilson for the Bronx and Jai Arrow for the Rabbitohs in the Luminous. Bang, Brian To'o for the Panthers and Tom Dearden Luminous. Game Breakers. We've got Jeremiah Nanai for the Cowboys and Ezra Mann for the Bronx. Wrong pile. He doesn't go in the base. Second half of the box. Alex Twall, League Heads, and Zach Labert, Luminous. Braden Trindle, League Heads, and Nathan Cleary for the Panthers in the Luminous. There's going to be a lot of Cleary, I think, cards in the next few sets that they bring out. Die cut, Mitch Barnett for the Wars. Final cards for Wars for him. And Zach Lomax for the Eels. How good is it the NRL started today? I was at a show, but would have been probably two good games. Game Breakers, Campbell Graham, Rabbitohs, and Angelina Teki Taranga Kotoa. Hopefully I've said that in the Luminous. So we're not going to do the tipping as well, guys. Obviously, we didn't get enough people on there. I'll take that post down. Connor Tracy, bang. And Kyle Flanagan, Luminous. I'll try next year. Die cut. We've got Bradman Best for the Knights and Keanu Kinney for the Titans. die cut for South, Jai Arrow, and Casey Tohihiku for the Eagles. Game Breakers, Jerome Luai for the Tigers, and Corey Horsburgh, Luminous. League Heads, Isaiah Yo, Panthers, and Jalen DeGroot, Titans. Bang, Roger Tuivasa Sheck for the Warriors, and Tyson Frizzell, Knights. Box 2 nearly done. Appy Nichols, Game Breakers for the Warriors, and Bailey Hayward, Luminous for the Gods. Triumph, the hammer for the Dolphins. They're not numbered. And Lako Pasifiki Tonga for the Dragons. These are some new names I've got to learn now. They weren't in last year's packs. The Hammer in League Heads. And Fanua Blake in the Luminous. 5, including this one to go. Die cut for the Broncos, Jesse Arthurs, and Mitch Kenny, Luminous, Panthers. League Heads, Hudson Young for the Raiders, and Ruben Garrett, Luminous, Manly. Triumph, West Tigers in the red, and Josh Kerr, Dragons. Isaiah Katoa, Game Breakers for the Dolphins, and Georgia Hale, Titans. Final pack of box number 2. Jack Wyden, Bang, and Xavier Savage, Raiders in the Luminous. Box number 2, 10 to go. Thank God bases aren't going. This would be a pain. There's a lot of base in these. Box number 3. Oh, my comments are coming all over the shop. Sorry guys, I'm just having a look at my comments. I just saw Marco's comment on there. Oh, in my opinion, these select cards are way superior. Yeah, and you're right. Choose the team you want. You pretty much get all the cards, especially like the Luminous and everything like that. They're all coming out. Empty box. I've rarely seen any doubles in these ones, so it's good. Box number 3. Let's do it. Die cut for the Cowboys. John Bateman and Adam Dewey for the Tigers. Jermaine Hopgood, League Heads, and Damien Cook for the Dragons. Jerome Hughes, bang, for the Storm. And Reed Marnie, new signing. You can tell it's a new signing because there's no action shot. For the Cows. League Head, Sebastian Chris for the Raiders. And Jeremiah Nene for the Cows. Nelson Asafua Salamana for the Storm. And Ethan Sanders, Raiders. League Heads, Damien Cook, Dragons, and Cameron Murray, Luminous for the Rabbits. Jermaine Hopgood, Eels in the die cut, and Max Plath, Luminous. I like how they put in the pack. I'll show you. I don't know if you've seen it. I just noticed it now. Lindsay Collins, League Heads, Roosters, and James Tedesco for the Roosters. I'm pretty sure I'm right in this. It says in here includes one rare Luminous card per pack. I don't think they're rare. There's one per pack, yes, but it's like I don't think they're that rare. Game Breakers, Khan Pereira, and we've got Jermaine McEwen for the Knights. League Heads, AJ Brimson for the Titans, and Kurt Mann, Dogs. I know there's only a few. Hey Matt, how are you, buddy? Tell me, I've seen the video. I've seen a video. Do you think Crichton was lucky not to get binned for that head shoulder tackle to the head? Jeremiah Nene, Triumph for the Cowboys, and Zali Hopkins, Luminous for the Dragons. He went in there with force with his shoulder. He should have been binned. That was missed big time, in my opinion. There we go. Stephen Crichton, League Heads for the Dogs, and Sean Russell, Parramatta Eels, Luminous. Mate, the cards, mate, you'll see, mate. When I get them packed and sent, obviously I'll bring them to you. They look amazing in hand. We've got Bang, Campbell, Graham for the Rabbitohs, and then Salidi Tupanua for the Dogs. Like, even these Luminous, they're just amazing. The shine, the thickness of the card, like even just you can feel them. There's a bit of better quality in there. The bangs look cool. I really like the bangs in like they're one of my favorites on here. Game Breakers, Murphy for Eels, and Kennedy for the Sharks. Triumph, Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. That's Samat Sharp, and Futuweka Titans. Some of these packs are annoying. Keep out of me. Bradman Best, League Heads for the Knights, and Lindsay Collins for the Roosters. Yeah, man. Look at the ZAO one. You can even see my beautiful face on the reflection. That's how nice they are. These ones, in the case, they're the ones that you want to be getting are obviously the Clive Churchill medal, the Premiership Predictor, Instant Win. I think the biggest one you want to get, but it's very hard to get, is the Golden Treasure. I know I've seen a few come out. They're saying 1 in 2,592 packs. And there's only 80 to 80 number. There are numbered to 80, and there's 17 of them. But then you've also got Daily M Predictor. You got your Rookie of the Year, State of Origin, Triumph Gold, the Mercury, and the Gladiators. They're the ones that are numbered. The other ones are still inserts. They're decent looking inserts. Stephen Crichton, Bang, and Olakamatu for the Seagulls. Yeah, I think with this one I did stuff up with the spreading of separating New South Wales and Queensland. I thought, if you did get that, that'd be a decent set to get. So that's why I changed it up in the break 222. Jerome Hughes, Game Breakers, and Dominic Young for the Knights in the Luminous. Gladiators for the Doggies, Jacob Kiraz. 29 of 599. The dog is going to Sean Gunda. And Nickel Kostad, Luminous. I'll just put it down horizontally, and just the blue and the colours are just popping out. They look so good on the screen. They're not doing it justice. Knock the camera out. Bang, Jackson Purdue for the Cowboys, and Casey McLean for the Penny Panthers, who are going to lose this week against the Bronx, or next week. I hope so. Tiana Panatini Gray, Game Breakers for the Sharks, and Kezi Apps for the West Tigers. I think I found the weak spot in that pack now, so good. Blake Brayley for the Sharks, League Heads, and Jerome Hughes for Storm in the Luminous. Game Breakers, Futuweka for the Dolphins, and Jermaine Sacco Luminous. Luke Brooks, die cut, and Ali Brigginshaw Bronx. Pacifici Tonga. Loco Pacifici Tonga. Tonga, yeah. Game breakers for the Dragons. Jai Gray. Luminous. Jai Arrow, League Heads, and Team Martin for the Eels. Warriors. What did I say his name? Is it Marak? Team Martin? Let's call him Martin. Reese Welsh in the Mercury. Wow, that looks fucking amazing. Reese Walsh. There you go, Chris Shepherd. 207 of 450. That is, look at that. That is beautiful. And Simiana Tuafa for the Raiders. Wow. That is, imagine if that was number one. Jumper number. Jumper numbers, I think, are going to be big in these ones. So if you can get a jumper number of the player that plays regularly in that, like you want to get Munster 6, 6, Jerome Hughes 7, Walsh 1. If you can get the jumper numbers, guys, I think you can ask for more money for them. Yeah, we'll select. I think it's going to be a whole new style of buying cards. Game breakers, Tom Dearden, Cowboys, and Robert Toya for the Roosters. Nelson for the Storm in the die cut, and Josh Adokar, Luminous. Dylan Edwards, League Heads, Panthers, and Cam Pereira, Titans. Game breakers, Hawaii for Manly, and Jacob Preston for the Dogs. Jacob, how are you, brother? Welcome in. Welcome to Select. Bang, we got Martin for the Warriors, and Isaac Tago, Luminous for the Panthers. Hope you've been well, mate. Game breakers, Bradman Best for the Knights, and King Togia for the Dragons. 3 more packs to go in this one. Phoenix Crossland, Newcastle Knights, die cut, and Callum Ponga. I think Marco's right, eh? Like, you might as well just pick your team and you'll get pretty much every card, especially in the case. In the Luminous, you will. League Heads, you will. Ruben Cotter, Cowboys, and Britton Nikora for the Sharks. Just heads up on the packs, if you lift up the fold of the pack, Yeah, I can feel it in some of them. Like, yeah, but some of them they don't want to. There is a little. Yeah, they sometimes they're just too tough. I don't know what it is. More glue or what? Bang, Ruben Garrick for Manly, and Cody Walker in the Luminous. That's box 3. Yeah, I learnt that in the elite ones, and I was trying to do that, and then some of them just were too tough. But I'll get there. I think some people like seeing me struggle opening packs. A lot of penny sleeving, a lot of top loading. With these ones, I won't be top loading every single card. I'll be here for days. And the cost would be ridiculous. Let me just go get a bottle of water, guys. I am thirsty. My lips are drying, my mouth's drying out with all the talking. Quarter done. Let's get on to the next quarter. They're not bad cards. They're really, like, the Mercuries are nice. The Bangs are nice. Did you get anything good in your box? Empty. For the Raiders, Morgan Smithies and Isaiah Papalili Luminous. Yeah, they're good, eh? We've got the Walsh here. I don't think Chris will let that one go. Sebastian Chris Bang for the Raiders, and Jordan Ricky for the Bronx, the mighty Broncos. Did you get a premiership predictor? Which one? Did you get just a basic one, or the like it could be anybody, or did you get a team one? Egan Butcher Rabbit for the Roosters in die cut, and Malatalo Luminous. Oh, what happened there? Sorry, guys. Oh, don't tell me my camera's going to be pissing me off now. Oh, I can move it, that's alright. What happened there? Yeah, I saw it, yeah. Don't know what happened there. Okay, cool. Sam Verrills, League Heads, Titans, and Jacob Kiraz for the Doggies. Dominic Young, League Heads, Knights, and Kamatagi for the Rabbits in the Luminous. Stefano League Heads for the Storm, and Jessica Sergis for the Roosters. League heads, Corey Horsburgh, Raiders, and Blaze Tulagi, Luminous. Mitchell Barnett, League heads, Warriors, and Lemelu for the Dolphins. Bottom that one. We've got Triumph, Newcastle Knights. That's going to Courtney. And Sarah Togatuki, Tigers. We've got Bang, Casey McLean for the Panthers, and Jackson Purdue in the Luminous. Bang, Ezra Mam for the Bronx, and Luke Metcalf for the Warriors. Hopefully he has a good season for them. The Warriors do need him. Game Breakers, Liam Martin for the Panthers, and Matthew Timoko, Raiders. League heads, Patrick Carrigan for the Bronx, and Jonah Pertz, or is it Pezzett, for the Storm. Die cut, Blake Brayley for the Sharks, and Will Penasini for the Eels. Sometimes it doesn't want to do it. Who's that? Paseka for the Game Breakers for the Manly Sea Eagles, and Taruva West Tigers. League heads, Nathan Cleary for the Panthers, and Ben Trbojevic for the Sea Eagles. Mercury Funawaka for the Titans, going to Dwayne. 396 of 450, but look at that. That is nice. Look at the blue. And Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Swap that out. Game Breakers, Joseph Papali, sorry. Something Papalili. Is it Josiah? Joash Papalili, sorry. Game Breakers, and Harry Grant. They usually take about a week after sales that they should get it out. Gladiators for the Raiders. We've got Ethan Strange. That's going to Marco. That's nice. Oh, numbered. It is numbered, sorry. 317 of 599. And Alex Seyfarth for the Tigers. It wouldn't surprise me if everyone starts getting their pre-orders this week. But don't quote me on that. I do not work for Select. Game Breakers, Bo Former, Titans, and Elliot Leota for the Warriors. Luminous. Matt Burton, die cut for the Doggies. And Campbell Gillard, Titans. Bang. Greg Marju for the Warriors. And Katoni Stagg in the Luminous. Obviously, I get a little bit excited when I see Broncos cards. Connor Tracy, League Heads for the Bulldogs, and Leilua for the Dragons. Daily M predictor for the St. George Dragons, Damien Cook. There you go, Matt Sharp. There's our first predictor. That came out of nowhere. 59 of 270. Jesse Southwell, Luminous. The bank can go down. Let's put the predictor in the middle there for the time being. There we go, Daily M predictor. Don't see the chances of him winning it, but hey, anything can happen. Tegan Berry, Game Breakers for the St. George Dragons, and Bailey Simonson for the Eels. League Heads, Luke Brooks and Brian Kelly for Titans, and the Luminous. Die cut, AJ Brimson for the Titans, and Cameron Munster, Luminous. Oh, mate, how good will that be? We got Bang, AJ Brimson again, and Mitch Barnett, Luminous. We Red Triumph, Brandon Smith for Souths, and Jesse Ramian, Luminous. League Heads, John Bateman for the Cowboys, and Tamika Upton. Game Breakers, Tyson Frizzell and Tom Starling, Luminous for the Raiders. Even if you can't find it, there's sometimes no soft part of the seal. Oh, the pack, sorry, not the seal. We've got Kikau, Game Breakers for the dogs, and Salmon for the dogs in the Luminous. 4 packs of box number 4. Herbie Farmworth league heads. These league heads are pretty cool. And John Bateman Luminous for the Cowboys. Bang, Iro for the Sharks, and Sam Walker for the Roosters. Jareem Buller league heads for the Tigers, and Paseka for the Eagles in the Luminous. Final pack of box number 4. Adam Fanua Blake, Game Breakers, Sharks, and Samuel Stone Street, Sharks Luminous. Box number 4 done. Rubbish everywhere. A third done. Let's keep the fractions going. It's not a math class, but let's keep the fractions going. Box 5. This is the golden treasure box. I predict Raiders. What do you mean this is the golden treasure box? I haven't heard that before. Empty box. Let's go. Jeremiah Nene, league heads for the Cowboys, and Isaiah Yo Luminous. Jareem Buller, Game Breakers for the Tigers, and Spencer Linu Roosters. Braden Trindle Triumph for the Sharks, and Abby Church Luminous. Oh, okay. That'd be huge. I'll go slowly in case it does come out. Will Penasini league heads for the Eels and Dylan Egan for the Dragons. We got a bang Jaden Su'a for the Dragons. Herbie Farmworth Luminous. Lindsay Smith for the Panthers league heads and Ben Hunt Broncos. And how do you know that this is a golden treasure box? Jacob Kiraz league heads and Cohen Hess for the Cowboys. Game Breakers, Harry Grant for the Storm and the Hammer Luminous. We've got a Mercury. Just a feeling. Okay, cool. Leo Hopewadi for the Manly Sea Eagles going to Bryce. 228 of 450. And Leka Halasima for the Waz in the Luminous. I'll put the numbered card straight away in a top loader, but trying to think of who we can take down. Let's take Zay. Let's mix it up a bit. Cameron Murray league heads for the Bunnies and Hudson Young Raiders. I'll tell you right now. The Golden Treasure is 1 in 2,592 packs. So if you can do your math for me, was it 36 packs per box? Whatever that comes out to. Die cut. Moses Sully for the Dragons. And Morgan Smithies Luminous. Bang. Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm and Jerome Luai in the Luminous. Game Breakers, we've got White for the Roosters. 1 in 6 cases. Thank you. Jamie Chapman, Titans. Well, I have a few cases, so hopefully there's one in one of those. Die cut, Connor Watson for the Roosters. And Matt Burton for the Doggies, Luminous. Mulatalo league heads and Jack Wyden for the Rabbits. Game Breakers, we've got Adam Reynolds for the Bronx and Isaiah Ayongi Luminous. We've got a Bang, Kalimpong for the Knights, and Gutherson for the Dragons. Die cut, Sam Virals for the Titans, and Dylan Brown for the Knights. It's the first Dylan Brown card I've seen. Cody Nikorima, Bang for the Dolphins. Alex Johnson, Luminous. Joseph Tarpany, League Heads for the Raiders. Nelson for the Storm and the Luminous. Triumph, South Sydney Rabbitohs in the red, and Isabel Kelly, Roosters in the Luminous. Jamie Chapman, Game Breakers for the Titans, and Dean Mariner for the Mighty Broncos in the Luminous. League Heads, Jacob Little for the Dragons, and Levi Hopewadi in the Luminous. Bang, we've got Nico Kostad for the Warriors, and Nico Hines for the Sharks. That's the first Nico we've seen. Game Breakers, Kalimpong, Knights, and Xavier Coates, Storm. Khan Pereira, League Heads, Titans, and Dream Buller for the Tigers, Luminous. Gutho, Game Breakers, Dragons, and Cotter, Cowboys. Die cut, Wilton for the Sharks, and Kurt Capewell, Warriors. Kira Dibb for the Cowboys and the Game Breakers, and Jesse, I'm just going to call him Jesse Shark for the Sharks. What's that? Cole, yeah. I'll wait for the commentators to say their names so I can learn. Daniel Tupu, Bang for the Roosters, and Ethan Bullimore for Manly. League Heads, Jason Saab for the Manly Seagulls, and Taylor Preston for the Dogs. Cody Nikorima, League Heads, Dolphins, and Campbell Graham, Sharks. Gladiators, we've got Nikora for the Sharks. Sharks going to Clint. 499 of 599. And Jaden Campbell, Luminous. So yeah, no base will be sent out, guys. As you can see, there's going to be a whole heap of base there. If you want a box of base, hit us up. We'll work something out. Jesse for the Sharks and Angus Crichton, Luminous. If you want to collect the base set, yeah, we've got. I'm going to leave the base, each base in each box. There'll be a small fee plus shipping for it because of the weight. There is a bit of weight in it. Instant win, Titans! There we go, our first instant win. Dwayne, congratulations. I won't scratch the code, obviously. But there you go, my friend. Instant win. You're a winner. Go to our website, select.com.au, to find out how to enter your code to see what you have won. That's Titans. Not numbered or nothing like that. And Api Coruscant. Put that in it so it doesn't scratch the thing. Dwayne, there you go, my friend. That's for all the jading black diamonds I'm going to get for my friend. League heads, Jerome Hughes for the Storm and Kickow. That's box 5. Loving it. In there. Give me 2 secs, guys. I've got to turn my aircon on. It's just on a timer, so it's turned off. Oh mate, yeah. I hope so for somebody, and hope for you, man. I've been trying to get it. Box 6. You know me. I want everyone to get their PCs. Empty box. Start a new row. Blaze Talagi, bang for the Panthers, and Josh Adokar. Liam Martin, League Heads, Panthers, Khan Pereira, Luminous. Isabel Kelly, Game Breakers for the Roosters, and Isaac Tuggo for the Panthers. Red Triumph, Christian Topolotu for the Dragons, and Scott Drinkwater, Luminous. Connolly Lemalalu for the Dolphins, and King Togia, Dragons. Fletcher Sharp, Newcastle die cut. And Kalen Ponga, Luminous. Hakeem, it's Hakeem. Mercury, red. Lamelu for the Dolphins. Dolphins going to Matt. 201 of 450. And Britton Nikora, Luminous. Adam Reynolds, League Heads, Broncos. And Cody Walker, Souths, Luminous. Die cut, the Hammer for the Dolphins and Damien Cook, Luminous. Bang, Tyrell May for the Tigers, and Jerome Hughes, Luminous. Dominic Young, Game Breakers for the Knights, Jermaine Asako, Luminous for the Dolphins. League Heads, Latrell Mitchell for the Souths, and Ali Brigginshaw for the Bronx. Triumph, Hudson Young for the Raiders, and Futuwaka, for the Titans. Leilua for the Dragons. Collins for the Storm. Roosters. Xavier Savage, Game Breakers for the Raiders. And Luca Moretti for the Eels. AJ Brimson, Titans, Game Breakers. And Olkamatu, Seagulls. Bang, we've got Jesse Ramian for the Sharks and Dominic Young, Knights. Max King, League Heads for the Dogs, and Adam Dewey, Tigers. Halfway through box 6. Nearly halfway there, guys. Luca Moretti for the Eels, and Eero Luminous for Sharks. Olamakatu for the Seagulls in the League Heads, and a Tino, first Tino Luminous card. Tino card, and insert full stop for the Titans. Salidi Tubanua for the Bulldogs, and Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. stuck on there. League heads, Callum Ponga for the Knights and Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights in the Luminous. Got a bang, Katoni Staggs for the Broncos and Fisher Harris for the Waz. State of Origin predictor, New South Wales. Bang. Who had New South Wales? Dwayne. There you go, my friend. Minis have been doing it for us, guys. There you go. Isaiah State of Origin predictor. 73 of 115. Not the State of Origin. I wish it was a Queensland team, but there you go. There you go, Dwayne. That one. The predictors. 1 in 720 packs. Opened. League heads. Luke Metcalf. I get 3 in here. What? Wow. Okay. I'll take that. And Reed Marnie. Luminous. Hopefully you go for the Maroons. I'm going to take one of these off. Let's take Tupu. Predictor. Maybe I did it right separating them on this one. Will Penasini bang and Jai Gray for the Bunnies. Aero game breakers for the Sharks and Martin for the Waz. We've got a Dalian predictor. We've got a State of Origin predictor. Die cut. We've got Wateni Welesniak for the Waz and Tuufa for the Raiders. League heads, Cameron McInnes for the Sharks and Robert Toya, Luminous. Now we're starting to see a bit of doubles of the Luminous cards. We are halfway through the box anyway. Or the case, sorry. Trent Liero for the Storms and Game Breakers and Kezi Apps, West Tigers. Got Bang, Matthew Timiko for the Raiders and Jeremiah Nene for the Cowboys. Brian Kelly, League Heads, Titans, and Jacob Preston, Luminous. This case is getting better and better as we go. Die cut, Jacob Wyden for the Souths. For Souths. And Shibasaki, Luminous. Base are going everywhere. Let's start another pile. 4 packs left of box 6. And we're halfway through. Alex Twall, Game Breakers for the Tigers, and Ryan Pappenhausen, Luminous. Cohen Hess, League Heads for the Cowboys, and Jesse Saab for the Eagles. Xavier Willison for the Broncos in the die cut. There's a bit of a damage on the card. Let me see if I can show. All the other ones are good. It's just that one. Hopefully Chris sees that, because all the other ones are pretty good. Not touched, not damaged. Liam Martin, Luminous. And we've got a bang. Oh, Gladio, sorry. Mitchell Moses. There you go, Craig. 418 of 599. And a Cody Nikorima. I think we'll put Moses up. Yeah, let's replace him with that. Okay, that's box 6, guys. Give me a couple minutes to put these away. Alright, let's get on to the next half. Box 7. How long are we going for? An hour and a half. Damo did tell me it takes about 2.5 hours, 3 hours to do this. Let's do it. Sorry, empty box. Good luck, guys. Let's do it. Actually, let's have a water break. Campbell Gillard, League Heads for the Titans, sorry, and the Wars, Fisher Harris, Luminous. Tamika Upton for the Broncos, and Isabel Kelly for the Roosters. Fanua Blake, League Heads, Sharks, and Dean Mariner, Luminous. Bang, Herbie Farmworth, Dolphins, Morgan Smithies, Raiders. Also, if you guys watch this back, if you've changed your address or anything like that, we'll put a post up there this week. Please let us know, because we'll start shipping these out as quick as possible. Max King, we've got Mercury for the dog ears. Going to Sean 285 of 450, and Leo Hopewadi, Luminous. Game Breakers, Connor Tracy. Dogs, Nico Hines, Luminous. Gladiators, Ben Hunt, Broncos, Chris Shepard, there's your card. 535 of 599. And Cohen S, Luminous. Benny Hunt. Going another year. Go to Bang. Valentine Holmes for the Dragons. Hammer, Luminous. Stop putting in the wrong pile. Base do not go with inserts. Api Coruscant, Bang for the Tigers. And Jamie Chapman, Luminous, Titans. Come on. Zach Lomax, unknown team. Eels. League heads. And Jerome Luai. Tigers. Didn't need to think, I was just trying to open that packet. Matthew Fagai. Dragons die cut. And Hudson Young. Brisbane Broncos Triumph, red, and Luca Moretti for the Eels. Luke Metcalf, Game Breakers, and Scott Drinkwater, Luminous. My head's thinking too fast. I'm putting bloody base in where the inserts are, so I've got to put them back. Isaiah Ayongi, Bang for the Eels, and Liam Martin, Luminous, Panthers. He got in trouble this week, didn't he? Ayongi, was that him? Doing something naughty? Lachlan Galvin, League Heads, Bulldogs, Coruscant, Tigers, Luminous. I'm not sure if my comments are working. Game Breakers, Cody Walker, Rabbitohs, and Kick Out, Luminous. Have a quick check. Oh, there. Die cut, Carrigan for the Broncos, and Alex Johnson for the Rabbitohs. Tom Gilbert, League Heads, and Asa Salamana for the Storm. Not a Storm player anymore, but I think that's right. He's not a Storm player anymore. Brian To'o, Game Breakers, and Matt Burton for the Dogs. Campbell Graham, League Heads for the Rabbitohs, and Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Brendan Nakora, Triumph for the Sharks, and Isaiah Ayongi. Phoenix Crossland, League Heads, and Leka Halasima for the Waz. Ethan Bullimore, Seagulls. Sorry, put the base in the wrong pack pile. Sorry. Bullimore for the Seagulls, and Ben Hunt, Luminous. Lindsay Collins, Roosters, die cut, and Gutherson and Luminous. Xavier Coates, League Heads for the Storm, and Dylan Brown, Luminous. Game Breakers, we've got Blake Brayley for the Sharks, and Isaiah Yo, Panthers, Luminous. Shibasaki Bang for the Broncos. Lenu, Luminous. I have to get some kind of fitness regime going for my breaking of these cases. Adam Dewey, League Heads, Tigers. Abby Church, Eels. KO Wicks for the Raiders, Game Breakers, and Shibasaki, Luminous. Golden Triumph, there we go. Bang. I think there's am I right in saying it's the golden one? Yeah, Triumph Gold, 53 of 80. Joseph Tapani, going to Marco. That is nice. And Ryan Pappenhausen. Hopefully Marco's on and he can see this. There we go. We're starting to see the hits. That's bloody good. Got an instant win. We've had the State of Origin Predictor. We've had the Daily M already. This is bloody awesome. League Heads, Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons, and Jacob Saab. Five more packs of box 7. Connor Watson, Bang for the Roosters, and Cody Nikorima, Luminous. Game Breakers, Hugo Savala, Roosters, and Iro Luminous for the Sharks. Angus Crichton, League Heads, Roosters, and Tino Luminous. Several packs. Die cut. Rabbitohs, Campbell Graham. I said Rabbitohs. Valentine Holmes and Luminous Dragons. Game Breakers, Api Coruscant for the Tigers, and Yasmin close out to finish it off in the Luminous for the Knights. Box 7. Sorry, box 8. How many people have it online? Oh, it's increased by 1. Thanks for staying on with me, guys. Something broke there. Oh well. I know it's a long break. These case breaks are with the amount of packs, 36 packs per box. We are going empty box. They do go for a bit long. Die cut. Riley Smith for the Eels and AJ Brimson Luminous. Fanua Pole Game Breakers for the Tigers and Jamal Fogarty for the Seagulls. Oh, that's one card we haven't seen. Cherry Evans and the Roosters. Spencer Linu, League Heads, Roosters, and Cameron McInnes, Sharks. Jacob Saifidi, Triumph for the Newcastle, and Fanua Pole for the Tigers. Game Breakers, Zach Labut for the Cowboys, and Carl Lawton for the Cowboys as well. Die cut, James Schiller for the Knights, and Appy Nichols for the Wars Luminous. Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs, League Heads, and Daniel Tupou Shark for the Roosters, sorry. The Mercury, Britain Nikora for the Sharks. Sharks going to Clinton. 238 of 450. And Falago for the Storm. Game Breaker, Kamika, sorry, for the Storm in the Game Breakers, and Hugo Savala for the Roosters. Nico Hines, League Heads. Doesn't look happy there. What's the matter, Nico? And Adam Reynolds, Luminous. Be good to see an Adam Reynolds auto during some of the this series, some of the new series coming through, especially the Broncos and the final season. Bailey Hayward for the Dogs and Sevilio Tamale for the Raiders. Bang, Latrell Mitchell for the Souths and Lachlan Galvin, Luminous, Dogs. Mitchell, I think it's probably one of the first ones of an insert of Mitchell's we got. Latrell's. Xavier Willison, Game Breakers for the Bronx. Dylan Lucas, Luminous for Newcastle. League Heads, Morgan Smithers for the Raiders and Jaden Sewer, Dragons. Die cut, Pacifici, Tonga for the Dragons and Mackenzie Whale. Or maybe that's how you say it. Not calling her a whale. Game Breakers, Anessa Biddle for the Sharks and Jermaine Hopgood for the Eels in the Loons. Bang, we got Jerome Luai for the Tigers and Moses Leota Panthers in the Luminous. We've hit the 2 hour mark. League Heads, we've got Fainu, Samuela Fainu, League Heads for the Tigers, and Nikore for the Warriors. Gutherson, League Heads, Sami Titans for Luminous. Ray Stone, Dolphins, die cut. Ray Stone, Luminous. Fayalongo, League Head, Storm, Fainu, Tigers. Tulota Otolutua Kalua. Seagulls. Emma Varane. Luminous for the Sharks. Tino, Titans. Brendan Smith. Luminous for the Souths. We're going to bang Robert Toya for the Roosters and Finuake for the Dolphins. Game Breakers, Angus Crichton for the Roosters and Greg Maju for the Knights and Luminous. On the bang. Brian Kelly for the Titans. Trent Liero, Luminous. Gladiators, Brendan Smith for the Bunnies. Bunnies going to Tim. There you go, Tim, your first hit. 230 of 599. Joseph Tarpany, Luminous. Intramotors, League Heads for the Eels. Billy Walters, Luminous, Broncos. King Togia, bang for the Dragons. And Jamie Humphreys, Luminous for Souths. Oh, good, mate. Thanks for sticking on, man. I know it's a long break. League heads, Dylan and Lucas, Knights. Nathan Cleary, Luminous for the Panthers. Ali Leota for the Wars in the Game Breakers. Zach Lomax, Eels. Ruben Garrick, League Heads, Seagulls, and Angelina Tiki Renga Kotoa for the Bulldogs. 4 packs of box 7 or box 8. Box 8. Got a Triumph Fanua Pole for the Tigers. Kyle Flanagan, Luminous. Wade Egan, League Heads for the Wars, and Dan Gagai for the Knights. That's the first time I've said his name tonight. Oh, another Daily M predictor. Cronulla Sharks going to Clint. There you go, mate. Another. That's it. I think that's anyone that wins the Daily M for the Sharks. You get one of the sets. 112 of 270 for the Sharks. Bang. Pat Carrigan for the Bronx. That could be what, Nico Hines if he has a stellar year. Kirk, sorry, going to go. 2 predictors. What's the likelihood of getting 2 predictors? I guess it's 1 in every 144 packs. We've nearly done 300 and something. So yeah, we're due for one. Game breakers: Robert Toya for the Roosters and Stephen Crichton, Bulldogs, Luminous. That's that one. That's books number 8. Box 9. We started off slow in this case. Started getting some good cards come through. So what we like to see. Empty box. Let's do it. We're 3/4 there. Junior Paulo. Triumph for the Eels and Braden Trindle Sharks. The hiccups now. James Tedesco, Leagueheads, Roosters, and Kira Dibb, Cowboys. Bang. Bailey Simonson for the Eels and Tyron Wishart for the Storm. Game breakers: Ruben Garrick for the Sea Eagles, Alex Twal. Jackson Purdue, Leagueheads, Cowboys. Jason Tomalolo, Cowboys as well. Die cut, Tom Trebojevic for the Sea Eagles and Beau Fermont for the Titans. Game breakers: Kirk Capewell, Warriors, and Lachlan Ilias, Dragons. Penrith Panthers, Triumph, Red, and Phoenix Crossland for the Knights. Ryan Pappenhausen in the Mercury, going to the Storm, Craig Johnston. 36 of 450. And Sebastian Chris, Raiders. Let's leave that straight away. League heads, Jacob Saifidi for the Knights and Payne Huss in the Luminous. Murray Talagi, Cowboys bang. Dylan Edwards in the Luminous, Penny Panthers. Game Breakers, Fisher Harris, Warriors. Jack Bostock, Dolphins. Penny Panthers, Nathan Cleary, Game Breakers, and Kalua, Seagulls. Cameron Munster, League Heads. Reece Walsh, Luminous. Die cut. Bronson Cherry for the Bulldogs. And Albert Jones for the Warriors. Bang. Tom Trebojevic for the Seagulls. Max King, Bulldogs. League heads, Tyrell May for Tigers. And Billy Smith for the Roosters. KO Wicks, League heads, Raiders, Tegan Berry, Dragons. Die cut. We've got Otamakanu. Sorry, Stefano. Easier Stefano. For the Storm, Xavier Willison, Broncos, Luminous. Cotter, Game Breakers for the Cowboys and Fletcher Sharp, Knights. League heads, Kurt Mann, Bulldogs, and Lindsay Smith, Panthers. Braden Trindle, bang for the Sharks. Ethan Strange, Luminous. Nickel Kostad, League heads, Warriors. Kafusi, Dolphins. That's the first time for Kafusi. Die cut, Dylan Walker for the Eels. And Junior Polo, Eels. Game Breakers, Alex Johnson for the Rabbitohs and Bradman Best, Knights. Shibasaki, Broncos, League heads, and Verrills, Titans, Luminous. Game Breakers, Emily Bass, West Tigers, and KOX, Luminous. Brian To'o, League Heads, Panthers. Oh, goes there. And Stefano Luminous, Storm. Game Breakers, Payne Haas, Broncos. Jack Williams, Eels. Bang, Taruva, and Tyrell May. Tigers, both Tigers there. Die cut, Murray Talagi for the Cowboys. And Panatini Gray for the Sharks, Luminous. Gladiator, we got Pasifiki Tonga for the Dragons. Dragon going to Matt Sharp. 95 of 599. And White for the Sharks. Jake Trebojevic, League Heads, Manly. Tuivasa Sheck, Warriors. KOX, Bang, Raiders. Connor, Tracy, Dogs. Keno Kenny, Titans, League Heads, Mitchell for the Bunnies. Final pack of box number 9. Game Breakers, Cameron Munster, and Tom Trbojevic, Luminous. Box 10. Box. Harry Grant, League Heads, and Blaze Talagi, Panthers. I'll see if I can break all this within 3 hours. Jason Saab, Bang, Manly, Jackson Purdue, Cowboys. Die cut, Hudson Young, the Raiders. Campbell Gillard, Titans. Jerome Luai, League Heads, and Cameron Murray, Souths. Gladiators, Nico Kostad, Warriors, 231 of 599, Max Pleth. We're getting really good cards. Looks like the Gladiators and the Mercuries we've got bloody been good. Hudson Young, Raiders. James Tedesco, Roosters. Ethan Strange, League Heads, Raiders, and McEwen, Knights. Bang, Jackson Purdue for the Cowboys, and Sarah for the Tigers. Togatuki. Sarah Togatuki. Nico Kostad, Game Breakers for the Warriors. Luke Metcalf for the Warriors. Ezra Mam, League Heads, Broncos, and Timoko, Raiders. KOX, Canberra Raiders, and Paseka, Sea Eagles. Yeah, the cards are looking great, aren't they? Sean, I think you are a little bit late, my friend. I've got 2 more boxes of the case to go. But even the look of them in hand of the cards are amazing. Jaden Sewer, Game Breakers for the Dragons, and Jonah Pezzett, for the Storm. Cowboys Triumph Red, and Will Penasini Eels. Moses Leota, Penny Panthers League Heads, Taruva West Tigers. Bang, Jacob Kiraz for the Dogs, and Ben Trebojevic, Luminous for the Sea Eagles. John Bateman, Game Breakers for the Cowboys. Mitchell Barnett for the Warriors. Alex Twall, West Tigers. I'm forgetting the names already. Die cut. And Tamika Upton. It's been a long night, long day, long weekend. 2-day show. Not much sleep. Tegan Dimmick for the Dogs. And Tom Starling. Is that Jimmy Dimmick's daughter? I remember buddy Jimmy Dimmick when I was younger. The amount of times I got to see him at school in Sydney. League Heads, Scott Drinkwater for the Cowboys. and Jesse Ramian Sharks. Bang, Khan Pereira, Titans. Kurt Mann, Bulldogs. Oh, pretty much they're the biggest ones. We've got all the other ones. There are you've got. I think you've got a Jacob Carraz numbered card, but yeah, they're the biggest ones that I've put up at the moment. Isaiah Yo, Penny Panthers die cut, and Hopkins for the Dragons. Junior Paulo, League Heads, and Sean Russell for the Eels. That feels just... Oh, there's another card behind it. It's the base. I'm going, this feels a bit thick. Too stuck. Oh, there was an instant win, yeah. But that was a Titans instant win. Cody Walker, bang, Souths, and Kennedy for the Sharks. Sam Walker, League Heads, Roosters, and Ethan Sanders, Raiders. Hopgood, Eels, Nickel Kotstad, was. Jack Bostock, Game Breakers, and Salidi Tupanua, Luminous for the Dogs. Isaiah Ayungi for the Parramatta Eels in the Mercury. It's going to Craig. 204 of 450. And Casey McLean, Luminous. One thing I can say, Chris, you probably also know this. After these sets, the other ones are going to make you feel more special when you buy them, because they're going to get lower numbers. You still have high numbers, but maybe lower prints on on autos and everything like that. So let's see what happens. Roger Tuivasa, Sheck, Triumph Red for the Warriors, and Jesse Southwell, Knights. Isaiah Katoa, Dolphins, League Heads, and Summerson for the Eels. Another predictor, Dalian predictor for the Cowboys. Ruben Cotter. Cowboys going to Chris. There you go, Chris. 249 of 270. And Brian Kelly, Titans. Don't know how much. Don't know if he will get even close, but let's see. League Heads, kick out for the Dogs, Karen Munster. Bang, Greg Marju, Knights, and Salmon for the Dogs. 4 more packs of box 10. 2 more boxes to go. You guys have been legends for sticking on with me. Game breakers, Luke Brooks for the Seagulls and John Bateman, Cowboys. League heads, Valentine Holmes for the Dragons, Sam Walker, Luminous. Harris Tavita for the Warriors, Stone Street for the Sharks. Final pack of box 10. Dylan Edwards, Game Breakers, and Connolly Lemalu for the Dolphins. Or Lemalu. Box 11. Oh, mate. I'd rather do this than run a marathon, to tell you the truth. Knocking things down. You know, the night's nearly over when Milo's knocking shit down. There we go. Box 11, let's do it. Tino in Game Breakers for the Titans. Josh Kerr, Dragons. That's it. Round 4 and 5 of a UFC match. Leoi Hopewadi, League Heads, Seagulls, Katoni Stags. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this. I'm just getting a sore shoulder now. This one's killing me at the moment. And my fingers. My poor fingers. Yeah, I am a model, see? Nah. I love breaking. I'll keep going. If I had 2 cases tonight, I'd be going the 2 cases, don't you worry. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Warriors, and Georgia Hale for the Titans. So if you want to test me, fill the 222, and I'll go again. I'll go another 3 hours. Api Coruscant, League Heads, Tigers, Xavier Savage, Raiders. Gladiators, Lindsay Smith for the Penny Panthers. Penny Panthers going to Dwayne, 188 of 599, 1 in the mini. And Katoa for the Dolphins. Tygo Bang for the Penny Panthers. Brooks. Seagulls. Leilua. Dragons. Arrow. Souths. Bang, we got Katoa for the Dolphins. Tom Dearden, Cowboys, Luminous. Asako, League Heads for the Dolphins. And Ezra Mam for the Broncos. Die cut. Tupanua for the Dogs. Fainu, Tigers in the Luminous. Brayley Haywood, League Heads for the Dogs. Wade Egan, Warriors. Bang, we got Gurmit Shibasaki for the Bronx and Isaiah Papalili, Panthers. Game Breakers, Abbey Church, Eels, and Tom Gilbert, Dolphins, Luminous. Ben Hunt, League Heads, Broncos, and Marky Mark, Roosters, Luminous. Game Breakers, Daniel Tupu, Roosters, and Pasifiki Tonga, Luminous for the Dragons. I was going to say bang. Looked like a bang. Marky Mark again. League Heads, Roosters, and Zach Labert for the Cowboys. Tom Starling, League Heads, Raiders, and Mitch Kenny, Panthers, Luminous. Martin for the Wars and Ruben Garrick, Seagulls. Julia Robson, first Julia Robson card. Game Breakers for the Broncos and Leilua for the Dragons in Luminous. Kino Kalmatagi for the Rabbitohs and Mitchell Moses, Luminous. Ronaldo Molatulo for the Sharks, bang, and then Jessica Sergis for the Roosters in Luminous. We've got Tamao, Game Breakers, Raiders, and Ricky, Broncos. Die cut, Jake Trebojevic, Manly, and Leota, Warriors. Papalili for the Eels, League Heads, and Kalmatangi, Rabbitohs. Greg Marju, League Heads, Knights, and Alex Seyfarth, Tigers. Tom Gilbert, Game Breakers, Dolphins, Jacob Kirkaz, Dogs. Triumph, Melbourne Storm, Red, Kinney, Titans in the Luminous. A Mercury, Greg Marju for the Knights. Courtney, there you go. 186 of 450. And Tui Hiku for the Eels. Furuwaka, Titans, League Heads, Horsburgh, Luminous. First Horsburgh. Stephen Crichton, Grain Breakers, Bulldogs, and De Groot, Titans. We're going to bang. Just Papalili for the Eels. Tyson Frizzell, Knights. William Kennedy, League Heads, Sharks. Bailey Haywood, Dogs. Die Cut, Charlie Staines, Tigers. Vanilla Blake, Sharks. Die Cut, Sam Walker for the Roosters. And Saifidi, Luminous. Tom Trebojevic, Triumph Red for the Seagulls, and Molotullo Sharks. Final pack of box 11. Dan Gagai, Game Breakers, Knights, Harry Grant, Luminous. Box 11. Final box of the case. Jacob predicted. Roosters Premiership predictor. Jacob predicted we're going to get Golden Triumph in this one. Empty box. Good luck, guys. Hopefully we get something huge out of these ones. Let's do it. Still got 6 people on. Bloody proud of that. Nathan Cleary, Penny Panthers, Die Cut, Ray Stone, Dolphins. Kurtman, Game Breakers, Roosters, Fainu, not Roosters, Dogs, sorry. West Tigers for Fainu. I think I read the Roosters predicted thing there. a couple of times, and I've got Roosters in my head. League heads, Eels, Dylan Walker, Varane, Sharks, Luminous. Kennedy, Game Breakers for the Sharks, and Brandon Smith for the Souths. Pappenhausen, League Heads, Storm, and Storm's Falago. Mercury, Leilua for the Dragons, Matt Sharp, 242 of 450, and Hugo Savala, Luminous. Come on. Logan Garvin, Triumph Red, Adam Reynolds, Luminous. Game Breakers, Cameron Murray, Souths, Lachlan Garvin, Bulldogs, Luminous. Die Cut, Jacob Avarillo, Dolphins, Dylan Lucas, Knights. Come on, you stupid thing. Maybe a good card gonna be in this one. This one's a bloody hard one to open, that one. Tyron Wishart, Bang, Storm, and Tamale for the Raiders. Die Cut, Corey Horsburgh for the Raiders. Dylan Walker, Eels, Luminous. Reece Walsh, League Heads, Broncos. Sully, Dragons, Luminous. Shit. Oh, sorry, guys. Herbie Farmworth, Game Breakers, Dolphins, Connor Watson, Luminous. We've got a Bang, Sami for the Titans, and Gagai, Knights, Luminous. Ho ho! Daily M, Rookie of the Year Predictor Signature, Marco. There you go. You've got the new Broncos. You got a Broncos rookie there of black, 69 of 230. It's a predictor signature. Patrick Carrigan, Broncos. I think we've got a decent, pretty big one there in the final box. Who are we losing here? Walshy, you can go to the top. Ethan, you can go because it's a rookie there. That's not a bad card. They're predicting that young gun Black. If he gets enough game time, he can get Rookie of the Year. League heads. Nakora for the Sharks, Tamara for the Raiders. Olivia Higgins, Game Breakers for the Knights, Sami, Titans, Luminous. Robert Toyer, league heads for the Roosters. Stephen Crichton for the Dogs. Halfway through the final box, guys. Pile number 2 we're on to. Ray Stone, league heads for the Dolphins, and Jaden Sewer for the Dragons. Bang, Dominic Young for the Knights, and Mackenzie for the Cowboys. Blaze Talagi, Panthers, Good Eels, Luminous. Game Breakers, Bradley Simonson for the Eels, and Nakore for the Wars. Gladiators, Angus Crichton for the Roosters. There you go, Tim. Another number card, 144 of 599. AJ Brimson, Luminous. Not the predictor you asked for, but it's the Roosters nonetheless. Jaden Sewer, league heads for the Dragons, and Jamal Fogarty, Luminous. Seagulls. Moses Sully, Bang for the Dragons. Trent Liero, Storm. Fletcher Sharp, league heads for Newcastle. Moses Leota, Panthers. Game Breakers, Simiana Tuufa for the Raiders. Cameron McInnes, Sharks. Tom Trebojevic, league heads, Seagulls, and Paul for the Tigers, Luminous. Cody Walker, league heads, Souths, and Sean Kepi, Souths as well. Home stretch, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for your patience. Yes, it did take a little bit of time. Bang, Reece Walsh, Broncos, Jake Trebojevic, Seagulls. Yes, we did take a little bit of time to get the case break sold. Unfortunately, that was just by the time you start adding all the costs, the costs did go up. Paul league heads and Kamika for the Storm. But we got there in the end. Guys smashed out the final closing me tonight. We'll go hard again tomorrow. Let's break another case tomorrow. AJ Brimson, Red Triumph. Blake Braley, Sharks. Game Breakers, Billy Smith, Roosters, and Harris Tavita, Warriors. 3 packs to go. Dream Buller die cut. Murray Talagi Cowboys. Nikore Warriors League head and Luke Lualeli for the Tigers. Final pack. Can we go big? Hammer in the bang for the Dolphins, and how we started off with we had a what was it? It was a Brian Toto card, but yeah, Brian Toto Luminous for the Penny Panthers. There you have it, guys. This is break 221. So yeah, first of the breaks. We've got 222 to fill. We've got a few spots there, and then we're going to start off. Then get into the 2 retail and 1 hobby. So yeah, we'll get the other case break done hopefully tomorrow, unless someone fills it out now before I go to bed. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate you jumping on. Appreciate you staying on with me to finish off this break. Yes, I did it under the 3 hours. So, I'll show you the pile of rubbish. I started off nicely. I just ended up just throwing the crap out of all of them. But appreciate you all. Thank you very much for the support. And I will see you guys in the next break. So hopefully that'll be tomorrow night where we can do another. Mate, I might be out for 2-3 weeks. I'll see what the physios say, but no, I should be alright, man. Big day today at the card shows and that, so go have a bit of a rest, and we will break hopefully tomorrow night. Thank you very much, guys, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.